Hello and welcome to the Oakland A UK live stream on Tuesday the 24th of August. I am Matt, I hope you are well. It is evening time here in the UK and it's midday out there in Oakland and I am wearing black. I could say I'm wearing black because of Charlie Watts, the Rolling Stones drummer who sadly passed away today, but it's almost I am in mourning for our bullpen because our bullpen is doing... Well, how do we even put it into words what our bullpen is doing at the moment? Falling apart in front of our very eyes. I'm mourning the loss of our bullpen. But today is a new day. Today is daytime baseball at the Coliseum. And hopefully, we will get something going, get a win, a much needed win against the Seattle Mariners, and kick on from there. So, yes. The details for today, first pitch is 12:37 out there in Oakland, so 8:37 here in the UK, so just under, well, about 35 minutes as of live, and it should be a good game today. Chris Flexen on the mound for the Mariners, and it's Cole, always believe in your soul, Irvin on the mound for the A's, and Cole has done a good job for us in the past of getting a win when we really needed it, so hopefully he can do the job again today. If you'd like to join in on the comments and everything, then do so via the YouTube chat or on Periscope. So if you're on Twitter, click into the video and you can leave some comments and I will do my best to keep an eye on any comments that come through and bring any through that catch my eye. What do you think about the bullpen at the moment? Any solutions on what we might do to try and fix the bullpen and the woes we've had of late? What about the lineup today? We will be going through the lineup in a little moment, in terms of who's going to be playing today and what can the A's do to try and turn this bad run around. We've had issues in the past with the lineup just not firing again and again. The bullpen was up and down up until recently. Recently it's been down. And with Chris Bassett out, Sean Manaea is going through a rough patch. It's really what we don't need. We need the bullpen to be firing, and they're doing exactly the opposite. One little note of news to catch up on is that the A's have announced just in the last half an hour that Chris Bassett underwent successful surgery on his facial injury today in Chicago. So that all went well, thankfully, and he should be resting for the next couple of days. Hopefully we'll get back to the Bay Area later in the week, but that's good news. It does still seem like there is a possibility that Seabass will be back with the team before the end of the season. But as I mentioned in the live stream on Sunday, I think we have to take the approach that he's probably not going to come back. And then anything we do get from him before the end of the season will be a big time bonus. And boy, do we need a bonus. Boy, do we need something to cheer ourselves up, because bullpen blow-ups has been the topic of late. I don't know, like I said, if you have any comments, if you're watching live, what can we do to solve the bullpen problem? All of the issues we've got there. Missing Trevor Rosenthal. He was supposed to be the answer, and he looked like he would be the answer when we signed him just before the season started, but hasn't thrown a single pitch for us and won't be doing so. So Lou Trevino, who was sharing the closer role with Jake Diekman earlier in the season, Trevino has generally held it and has done a decent job up until the last few performances, but those bad performances have come at the very worst time for the team. As I mentioned, with some starting pitching going down, we really needed the bullpen to step up, and they're falling down. Let's be honest. And it's so disheartening. I mean, to do it against the Giants was about as bad as it can get, let's be honest, and doing it 2 days in a row. But then to follow it up 3 games in a row with a bullpen blow-up, losing to the Mariners from a winning position, even having, down to the last strike. We only needed 1 more strike and we would have got out of the trouble, but couldn't get it done. Lee Trevino getting knocked around, and we need to find a way around it. I know Bob Melvin said that Lee Trevino probably won't be playing today, which makes sense. So we'll see who Bomel turns to when we need the bullpen. But of course, the ideal situation, as I've put here, how long can Cole last? Hopefully Cole Evan can go pretty long into the game. We need him to do so, given the demoralized state that the bullpen surely is in at the moment. The longer Cole can go, keeping the game tight, keeping us ahead, ideally, the better we are to try and win get a split from the series, win today and get a split from the series before the day off tomorrow, and then a absolutely huge 4-game series at the Coliseum against the New York Yankees, which is going to be very, very difficult. But we're going to need to turn it around and turn it around quick. Let's have a look back at the game yesterday. We can have a quick look at the hitters and the pitches. So the A's lost 5-3. If you didn't catch up on it, I saw it on my phone this morning and decided not to watch it back because I didn't want to. I mean, the bad news started before we even got out on the field. Matt Chapman was in the initial lineup, but then was scratched from the lineup before the game. Tried batting practice, but the foot injury he suffered against the Giants just was too much to handle. So he was scratched from the game. That was bad news straight away. Marte he sort of pulled up after a slide, didn't he? Thankfully, he stayed in the game. Seems like he's okay, but we could do without Marte going down, couldn't we? This is what the hitting lineup did yesterday, and I've split it into two because you can see on the left-hand side, the top five did get some hits. Canna 1 for 4, Marte 1 for 3, Oli 2 for 4 with his, 32nd home run of the season. Yan Gomes with the solo shots earlier on, that's his 12th of the season. Jed Lowry went 1 for 3 too. But then 6, 7, 8, 9, the bottom half of that order just got nothing. No hits, no walks. 0 for 4 for Josh Harrison, 0 for 2 for Pinder. Seth Brown couldn't get a pinch hit. Sean Murphy was DHing yesterday, went 0 for 3. Elvis Andrus 0 for 3 as well. So nothing going on the batting lineup. And it was a shame, really, because Paul Blackburn, for the second time in a row, pitched a decent game. We weren't expecting anything spectacular from him, but 5 2/3, 2 earned runs, gave up just the 5 hits, 5 strikeouts. Very good for him. Just did give up that home run, but other than that, a very solid outing and a good starting point to try and win the game. And it looked like he'd done enough to do that until, there it is, Trevino, 2/3 of an inning, 4 hits, 3 runs. Oh, dearie me. Disaster time by Lou Trevino. And you have to say, what can be done? What can be done when the bullpen, just whichever way we turn, is just not getting it done? And I know people have been looking at options. I mean, the news obviously mainly is around Chris Davis hitting some home runs and doing well. He can't pitch, can he? We know he hasn't got the arm to do that. So we need a turnaround and we need it quick. And that was really demonstrated yesterday when we looked at the other scores around the majors. Here we go, around the majors, because the Boston Red Sox played the Texas Rangers. We know the Rangers are hopeless, and that was a makeup game from the rain out the previous day. So the Red Sox won that one 8-4. Kansas City Royals did us a big favor, it has to be said, beating the Astros 7-1. Didn't see that coming, but great for the Royals to do that. But the Yankees, it was the tale of the Yankees 9-game winning streak against the Atlanta Braves 9-game winning streak, and the Yankees came out on top. 10 wins on the spin, 5-1. They won that one. Playing against the Braves again today. Then they have the day off tomorrow, and then it's across to Oakland. So I don't know. Do we want them to lose today, or do we want to kind of get that one, kind of knock that run on its head on Thursday? Maybe that would be more helpful. I don't know. But yeah, I guess we would prefer them not to come into Oakland on an 11-game winning streak, really, wouldn't we? But that was the Yankees, 10 wins in a row. The other game with AL wildcard implications, Toronto Blue Jays beat the Chicago White Sox 2-1 at Rogers Center. And when we look at the standings, we can have a quick look at the low. So this is before today's games. This is what it looks like in the American League West. So the Astros 3.5 ahead of us. Lost yesterday, so that helped us out. But yeah, still. 7 losses in our last 10 games is not good for us. The main news, of course, is that Seattle Mariners are now just 2 games behind us in the wildcard race and closing in. So that is a concern. And if we look at the wildcard, we've lost the wildcard placement at the moment. Yankees are a fair way ahead. Well, 3.5 games ahead of us. Boston now a game ahead of us on 71 and 55. We're 70 and 56 with the Mariners 2 behind us and the Blue Jays 3.5 behind us. So we need to be picking it up pretty quickly. And hopefully that can start today. And as I said, first pitch is 8:37 our time, so 12:37 local time. And if we have a look at the lineups, here we go. A few changes along the way. I mean, in terms of the Mariners, main thing is Chris Flexen, who has pitched pretty well this year. So a right-hander rather than the left-hander that we faced yesterday. So the guys who come out of the lineup, Yan Gomes, Jed Lowry, and Chad Pinder, come out of the lineup, and in come Mitch Moreland, Tony Kemp, and thankfully Matt Chapman, who's well enough to get back in the lineup, which is a big relief. So it's Mark Canner leading it off and playing right field. Batting second, starting Marte in centre field. Batting third and designated hitter today. Bit unusual for Oli, but Oli is designated hitter today with Mitch Moreland taking over at first base. A former Gold Glover at first base, so perfectly capable of doing that. Batting fifth and playing second base is Josh Harrison. Batting sixth, third baseman, ain't nobody like Matt Chapman. Batting seventh, playing left field is Tony Kemp. Sean Murphy is back behind the dish and batting eighth, and Elvis Andrus is batting ninth and playing at shortstop. So yes, Chris Flexen, right-handed pitcher. Interesting case, really. He went out to Korea last year and pitched for the Doosan Bears, I think it is. Pitched pretty well, so earned a shot back in the major leagues. Had previously been with the New York Mets, and he's done well for the Mariners. Just looking at stats, 23 starts so far, 3.65 ERA, so they would take that. Had a good season. Last time out, he did give up. He played the Rangers, so that's a bit of a gimme in anyone's book. 7 innings pitched, 1 earned run, but let's be fair to him. 7 innings, 1 earned run against anyone in the majors. That's a very good outing. So we won't hold the Rangers against him. Has faced the A's twice so far this season, and it's gone well for the A's both times. So maybe that's a good omen. Faced him on the 2nd of June, and he gave up 5 earned runs. Mitch Warden took him deep in that one, so hopefully Mitchie Two Bags can do that again today. And then the last time we faced him was on the 22nd of July. 5.1 innings pitched, 2 earned runs given up there. As for the A's, it's Cole Irvin on the mound. We all love Cole, a left-handed pitcher. Last Thursday, did the job for us. He's done it so many times this season, coming in the final game of the series and pulling a win out of the bag. Beat the White Sox, 6 innings pitched, 3 earned runs. He did walk 4 along the way, but was solid enough and laid the platform for us to get the win that day. He has faced the Seattle Mariners twice this season, and to be honest, the results haven't been too good. He's only gone 4 innings both times. Well, 24th of May, he went to 4.2 innings, so 4 2/3, gave up 4 runs on 10 hits. And then on the 25th of July, the last time he faced him, 4 innings pitched, 4 runs conceded. So, yes, we could do with Cole Irvin really pushing on ahead and getting a good 6-inning start, if not 7 innings, ideally, to really put us in a good place to earn the win today and to get back on a winning trail. There we go. So hopefully we can do it today before we head on to face the Yankees. Here is the rest of the week. I've put Monday 22nd. It's actually the 23rd. I don't know why I did that. So we've got tomorrow off, then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Thursday and Friday are night games at early hours of the morning for us. Saturday is a day game, so it's 9:07 p.m. here in the UK. And then Sunday is the ESPN Sunday Night Baseball game. So it's on BT Sport in the UK. And it's the bank holiday Monday to follow. So no reason not to stay up and watch it. So there we go. That is the situation heading into today's day game against the Mariners. Are you confident? I'm confident. I think things have got so bad that surely things are about to turn around. Maybe that's not the most positive way of looking at it, but that's my mindset today. We're facing the Mariners, and it's been really disappointing, hasn't it? You know, they're a team that are a threat. They're not a bad team by any stretch of the imagination, but they're a team that if you want to be serious about winning the West, they're a team we need to be beating. You know, they're not the Rangers. They're not the Angels in the sense of you're not really expecting them to do much this year because of the injuries the Angels have had, for example. But the Mariners are a team we need to be beating. We need to be beating the teams in our own division, and we've not done a very good job of it, have we? I think we're 6-8 against them off the top of my head. Maybe that's wrong. 6-9, maybe even. So very disappointing. Not the result we wanted, not the record we need against the Seattle Mariners. So we need to be turning that around today, and I'm sure we will. I'm confident. No, I am going to be confident. Let's be confident. Let's be confident, and let's throw a prediction in, because my predictions have been pretty good so far this year on my live streams. Who should we go for? I'm going back to Mitch Moreland. He hit the home run of Chris Flexen earlier in the season, and he's going to do it again. So come on. Odie's going to walk in front of him, and then Mitch Moreland is going to pull one into the right field bleachers. Our friends out there in the bleachers, drumming away. They will be drumming a beat, a backbone of success for the Oakland A's today, and helping the A's get a win. Cole's going to go a good 6 innings or so. The bullpen is going to come in, and he is finally going to do the job, and everything is going to be fine. Convinced? Maybe. Anyway, here's hoping we get a win today so we can go into the off day in a more positive frame of mind and get ourselves ready for that big series against the Yankees. Thanks if you've been watching live or if you're watching on repeat. So the weekend series, we'll be doing a live stream ahead of the Saturday game at 9 o'clock. So the live stream will probably be about 8:30 UK time, 12:30 Oakland time on Saturday. And you know what? I may do one around the first 2 games too, whether it's before the games at night or early hours of the morning. We'll see. But keep an eye on our Twitter account at Oakland AUK for all the details of when we're going live. If you don't subscribe already, please consider doing so. And also on our YouTube channel, because these chats go out on both YouTube and on Twitter. So if you subscribe to the channel, you will get notified when we go live. There we go. I've I don't know if I've got myself into a positive position or not. I'm trying to convince myself that everything is going to be fine. I don't think I'm doing a very good job of it. Hopefully the A's prove me wrong and come through today, because we desperately need them to do so. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.